I will have to admit that this feels really awkward, but I'm going to do my best. And today I'm going to showcase the work I am doing with my young filly Emberiza. She is 1.5 years old and a very, very sweet and gentle little filly. You just see me starting off just giving her a message about giving me space, not being in my space. And then there's just relaxations and cuddles. Most important thing for me is for the horse to enjoy the work, so we will start there. And here I am actually asking her to breathe. This is one of the first things I am teaching a horse these days. I didn't always train like this, but now I found that this is very valuable in later work. So you saw me just touching her side there, asking her to take a deep breath. The work I'm doing now is just relax and just checking her response today. See if she can follow my signals. Normally I would use a short whip, like a dressage whip, for this sort of work, but Emberiza has been very clear with me that she does not enjoy that. So I stopped doing it, and she is more calm and easygoing when the whip is not involved. She hasn't had a bad experience with the whip. To her, it was just too strong of a signal. She is a very sensitive horse. I just need to scratch there. No, she is just a yearling, so I have zero expectations from her. What we are doing is all about communication, really, and follow and enjoy ourselves and being calm. The arena is a place to learn, not to exercise or anything. And she was actually wearing a blanket this day, and she's clearly a bit itchy from that, not having been able to roll around and, having like this heavy blanket on. So during the session she was very keen on like rolling, but she never did. I don't think she liked the ground. She was very sassy. I did not ask her to trot. As you can see, she's just giving me a whole lot of I wouldn't really call it attitude. She's communicating very directly that she does not have the mental capacity to be with me right now. And she is always pulling towards the herd. If you look at the right side, you will see the fence where she has her friends. And today she would rather just join up with them than stay there with me. Normally I wouldn't push too much. This was the first time I ever filmed myself training the horse. So maybe I got a little bit tensed up with that, but So at this point I realized this is clearly not working. So I am just stopping the exercise and just going back to the basic, which is follow. Then I ask her again, and she is still telling me no. This indicates a tired horse, a mentally tired horse. It could be for a number of reasons. She might be growing more. Something might have happened in the herd. Maybe she had some other stuff going on. So at this point I'm a little bit like, I did check out the left hind. She's had some issues there. I just wanted to check if there was any pain involved in her sassiness. I think the conclusion was no, not really. Also, the ground had been very cold and hard for a couple of days, so this was probably the first time in a little while she was able to move properly on soft ground. I found her to be a little bit stiff in the pelvic area, so I just want to give her a quick massage. Check how the muscles are functioning there. She's a little bit not into it, and then she relaxes into it, so saying hello. I will let her choose when to stop, and she's going to do that by walking away from me. As you can see, she's like, I'm done with it. It's like, okay. Back to basic, just I am so stiff at my right side. I slept very poorly that night, and I am really struggling with some tension in my right shoulder area and hip. I really, really hope to sort this out. So just back to relaxation. I mean, she looks really good for a 1-year-old. This is like on the ugly duckling stage, and she just looks like a $1,000,000 little pony. I'm just asking for space there. She's trying so hard, but you can clearly see that her mental state is just not up to par. I a little bit accidentally taught her to do haunches in. It was just to give her a signal to move over to me. Actually, I needed it when doing stable work, and she just loved that exercise. So I would normally teach a young horse that, but she knows shoulder in and haunches in at this point. I trained her since September, and this is December, so it's only a couple of months in. She is very young, so I don't do a lot of work on her, a couple of times a week, but she is a very sensitive and intelligent horse and very talented, so she learns rapidly. I actually have to be a little bit careful. Yeah, this is like she wants to go to the herd. You can clearly see she's protesting, getting away from the herd. And this is the worst fight I've ever had with her, I think. I'm just pushing her away. And she gives me sass back there, yeah. Same there, she's turning around, wanting to go to the herd. Like, normally I wouldn't fight it. She's giving strong signals. She wants to be with the herd. It's just due to her age. She's going into her 2nd year, and teenage sass is coming soon. So I just want to establish that we do have some grounds to work on later, so she knows that we can work through it and she has to listen. But I will be fair about it. Like, there I'm just relaxing and being like, yeah, we can stand here. And she's being very clear with me. I want to go out. Like, yeah, I know, baby. I'm going to do a little bit more. I do try to make this a pleasant experience for her. Like, even though she was a little bit off that day, I still want her to enjoy the session is really all it is. Everything a dressage horse will need to know is to follow. So all the training I'm doing is to just have her follow my lead. And I have to be a clear leader. Easier said than done. Right now I'm trying to I think this is a couple of days ago now. I think I am trying to make her move her shoulders with me at this point. She's a little bit insecure about taking in new knowledge at this point, so I didn't push it. I was just checking her out, like, are you available for me now? And she was like, not to thank, but to cuddle, yes, definitely. So we just went into cuddle mode. Just moving her weight around a little bit. Asking for haunches in, because this is something she knows, so I can give her lots of praise. And she can be happy and proud. She still wants to roll. Probably itchy. I'm just giving her space to do so. And she's not satisfied with the ground. She does not want to roll there. I don't really believe in pushing a horse, especially not this young, into doing something that I want to do. I think it's more than enough that I'm asking her to be with me when she is clearly like not really into it that day. So I don't mind her needing some more space and time and calm energy. She has more sass to give. Such a good pony. Breathing and relaxing, it's so important when you start a new horse. Like, just take your time in these steps. You gain so much from it. When a horse is able to breathe, take a deep breath on your command, you can make situations that can escalate so much better and not being too stern with them. Because it just brings their head back. There I'm just moving with my body. I'm asking her to move her shoulders there. She is choosing to walk around with her hinds. This is because she doesn't know better. I'm giving her a new command. So she's a little bit like question mark, like, what are we doing? I'm trying to show her. And she just walks around like, no. Question mark. And at this point, I'm like, not working. What I'm doing is not working. We have to try to explain this in another way. Just try it. Yeah. Go. There you go. I'm using my feet and I want her to mirror me. I was really happy about that last whirl there. So you can see I'm just, yeah. It's everything I wanted from her. So just back into relaxation and just breathe. and follow. And she's like, maybe I want to roll here. No. I'm going to pull her with me there. That's just because I'm not used to the equipment. So I'm like, maybe we're out of camera angle now. So I'm like, maybe go back in. I think I'm starting to end the session there. So I just want her to enjoy our time and have in her head these like cuddles and scratching and being like full of oxytocin when she leaves the arena, I mean. Just feeling safe and connected. Yeah. I'm a little bit like, no, you walk over there. She's like, no. Yes, okay. And I did not ask her to trot. She just chose to do this on her own. And I'm like, okay, then we have to like de-escalate this again. We can't end on that note, you know. I think this is where she pulls off. Such a good pony. And then she goes like, oh yeah, yes. And the kupsuna is getting twisted there. So I'm like, oh, that's not good. Let me straighten it out for you. Yeah, good pony. I'm like, yeah, you're right, we are done. Good work. Good work, little pony. She can be a little bit oral. I'm trying to like train it away. But yeah, I'm doing a honshu because that makes her really proud. And it's like ending on a high note, you know. Like a yes, I can do this. Very good. And that's it. That's actually a long session for yelling. It was approximately 18 minutes and yeah. Thank you.